वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा
वाहिगुरु जी।
वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Namaste, Sat Shri Akal, and a very good afternoon to you all. On behalf on behalf of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America and all our partner organizations, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all those who are participating in today's event, both on the screen as well as in the audience. I'm your host, Jab Ansel. I'm currently serving as the Vice President of Education for Vishwa Hindu Parishad of America. Along with me, we have two other personalities joining me on the screen who represent VHPA. First of all, Shrimati Tejal Shahji. She is the National President of VHPA. She is joining us from Bharat. And Shri Amitabh Mittalji. He is the General Secretary. He is joining us from Chicago.
Sri
So,
Akal.
So
Yes.
welcome to the very first commemoration by VHPA of this special event, Bal Vihar Divas. Let me say a few words about the background of today's event. Now, we know that Indian civilization has endured a long period of repressive foreign rule. By the 17th, late 17th century, under the reign of one of the most brutal and intolerant ruler the earth has witnessed, Aurangzeb, Bharat was a deeply wounded civilization. There are historical estimates of 80 to 100 million people massacred by the barbaric Islamic rule even before the Mughals appeared on the scene in 1526. The period that we are interested in today refers to the late 17th century, which means we had another 150 years or so of the brutal Mughal rule that we had to endure before we come to today's juncture. Most societies do not survive such pressures. The ancient Egyptian and Persian civilizations, with thousands of years of history, perished in a matter of decades under the onslaught of the early Islamic invaders. Therefore, the very fact that the Indian civilization survived is not a normal event, and nor is it accidental. Srimad Bhagavad Gita teaches us that when righteousness weakens and injustice rises unchecked, a divinely inspired presence arises in human form, one that is endowed with moral clarity, uncommon courage, and an unshakable commitment to restore balance. We have to look at the life of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji and his family in that light. A spiritual leader, a visionary, a warrior, a poet, a philosopher, and protector of Dharma, he stood as a living answer to civilizational collapse. He came into this world with the infinite capacity to sacrifice everything in the path of Dharma: the comfort, safety, family, and life itself without hesitation. More profoundly, he instilled the same uncompromising values in his four sons, who are revered today as the four Sahibzadas. In one of the darkest chapters of our history that we will be talking about today, Mata Gujri, Guru Gobind Singh's mother, and the two younger Sahibzadas, Baba Zorawar Singh Ji, who was 9 years old, and Baba Fateh Singh Ji, who was only 7 years old, were captured by the local Mughal authority. They were given a choice: abandon your faith or face death. with a clarity and courage, with a clarity and courage that still humbles us today, they chose martyrdom. They were bricked alive. Mata Gujriji passed away soon after, broken by grief. This atrocity occurred on December 26, 1704. The two older Sahibzadas, Baba Jit Singh Ji, who was 19 years old, and Baba Jujar Singh Ji, who was 14 years old, had attained Shahidi a little earlier, fighting at Chamkaur against the overwhelming Mughal army. Today, we gather here to honor the supreme sacrifice of the Sahibzadas. But we also gather to pay our homage to life, vision, and moral courage of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, whose legacy reminds us that civilizations survive not through submission, but through courage, conviction, and the willingness to stand for what is right, regardless of the cost. Now, at this point, I would like to introduce our honored guests who are present here on the screen. I've already introduced Tejalji and Amitabhji, our VHPA President and General Secretary. Let me now introduce Shri Bhupinder Singh Ji. Bhupinder Singh Ji is a retired mechanical engineer. He was born in Myanmar, but he came to Bharat in the late 50s and earned a degree in mechanical engineering from the Regional Engineering College in Surat. His career included some time in South Korea before he settled in the United States. He is an accomplished writer. He has published widely, author of 7 books, co author of 2, and currently serves as the overseas editor of the Sikh Review. Today, he is joining us from Houston, Texas. A very warm welcome to you, Vinderji. And I know that you you're suffering from a bout of flu, and your voice is giving up a little bit. I really appreciate you making the effort to be here and be part of this special commemoration. Now let me introduce Pashmeen Kaurji. So, Advocate Pashmeen Kaurji is a practicing litigator before the Supreme Court of India and Delhi High Court. She is keenly interested in the Sikh history and civilizational heritage. She is joining us from New Delhi, Bharat. A very warm welcome to you, Pashmeen. Thank you for being here. I know it's late hour in Bharat, but
Thank you so
you
much.
made the effort and a very warm welcome.
It's my duty. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ji, ji. Now, let me introduce to you Shrimati Shuchita Rao ji. Namaste, Shuchita ji. She is a Hindustani vocalist, educator, and a freelance journalist based in South Florida. She works as an instructional designer at the University of Miami and teaches world music at Florida Atlantic University, combining performance with pedagogy and cultural scholarship. I want to say something else. I met her accidentally in a conference that I was organizing on Boston 5 6 years ago. And although we don't communicate very often, every time I have called upon her to help us out and be part of our events, she has done it unhesitatingly. So my heartfelt thank you to you.
Thank you. It's an honor and pleasure. Thank you.
The next person I'd like to introduce is Achint Lehelji. Achintji is a passionate student of Hindustani classical music and is continuing her training under the guidance of Shuchita ji. She holds an MBA degree and currently working as a supply chain manager, management consultant in South Florida. Thank you for joining. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you so much.
Now, this is how we're going to conduct today's event. We will begin with a very short 1 minute video of what we call Ekta Mantra. It consists of 3 Sanskrit shlok. They are all meant to remind us that Sanatan society has an underlying unity, a thread of unity, noting the fact that we all pray to the same one divine force, although we may call him by different names. So we will do that very shortly. Then I'll invite our honored artist to conduct a brief recital of of Vani by Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, presented in the traditional Kirtan style. Then Pashminji will talk about the inspirational history of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and then I will invite Bhupinder Singh Ji to talk about the sacrifices of the Sahibzadas. So, with that, let me begin by sharing the Ekatmata mantra.
यं वैदिका मन्त्रदश पुराण इन्द्रं यमं मातरिश्वानमाहु वेदान्तिनो निर्वचनीयमेकम् यं ब्रह्मशब्देन विनिर्दिशन्ति चैवायमीशं शिव इत्यवोचन् यं वैष्णवा विष्णुरिति स्तुवन्ति बौद्धस्तरानन्निति बौद्धजैना सत्श्री अकाले च सिक्खसन्त शास्तेति केचित् कचिचित् कुमारा स्वामीति मातेति पितेति भक्त्या यं प्रार्थयन्ते जगदीशतारं सः एक एव प्रभुरद्वितीय विश्वधर्म की जय नमस्ते।
Okay, with that, I will invite Achintji to initiate the Kirtan part. The stage is all yours, Achintji.
शपथ तेरे प्यारे लो हाँ हाल मुरी दादा कहना हाल मुरी दादा कहना तेरे प्यारे लो तेरे प्यारे दूध बिन रोग रजाया दाड़न दूध बिन रोग रजाया दाड़न नागन वासा दे रहना नागन वासा दे रहना तेरे प्यारे लो तेरे प्यारे लो हाँ हाल मुरी दादा कहना हाल मुरी दादा कहना तेरे प्यारे लो तेरे प्यारे लो सूल सुराही खंजरे प्याला सूल सुराही खंजरे प्याला बिंग कसाया दा सहना बिंग कसाया दा सहना तेरे प्यारे लो तेरे प्यारे लो हाँ हाल मुरी दादा कहना हाल मुरी दादा कहना तेरे प्यारे लो तेरे प्यारे लो यार दासानु सत्थर चंगा यार दासानु सत्थर चंगा पठ खेड़िया अठ खेड़िया दा रहना मित्र प्यारे मित्र प्यारे हाल मुरे दादा कहना हाल मुरे दादा कहना मित्र प्यारे हो मित्र प्यारे हाल मुरी दादा कहना मित्र प्यारे नो
Beautifully sung. Thank you so much, Atinki. Thank you. Shishir, over to you. You have to unmute yourself. Thank you.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। देह शिवा बर मोहे है शुभ कर मन ते कब हूँ नटरो अरु सो जब जाई लरो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो देह शिवा बर मोहे शुभ कर मन ते कब हूँ नटरो देह शिवा अरु सिख हो अपने ही मन को अरु सिख हो अपने ही मन को इह लालच हो गुण तौचरो इह लालच हो गुण तौचरो देह शिवा बर मोही है शुभ कर मन ते कब हूँ नटरो देह शिवा जब आव की औध निदान बने अति हिरण में तब निदान बने अति हिरण में तब जूझ मरो अति हिरण में तब जूझ मरो देह शिवा बर मोहे है शुभ कर मन ते कब हूँ नटरो देह शिवा सत श्री अकाल सत श्री अकाल
Thank you. Thank you so much, both of you. That was deeply serene and uplifting, Kirtan. Your rendition set a contemplative and devotional tone for today's event. We are truly grateful to both of you. Sat Sri Akal. Namaste. Now, I would like to invite Pushmin ji to address us. She will take us through the life, vision, and historical significance of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji and help us understand his role in preserving Dharma and civilizational continuity during one of the most challenging period in our history. Pushpinji, floor is yours. You'll have to unmute yourself. Thank you.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh to
Fateh ji.
everyone here. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you, everyone. Today, from different part of the world, I think everybody's joining and listening to the history of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. I want to begin by saying that I'm not here today as someone delivering a prepared address. I'm here as a Sikh, sharing something that has shaped how I think, how I act, and honestly, how I see the world. For those who may not be familiar with the term Shahidi Saptaha, it means martyrdom week in a Sikh tradition. But growing up, this week was never explained to me as a period of mourning. It was always explained to me as a period of quiet reflection, a time when you slow down and ask yourself, am I living with the courage my history expects from me? In Sikh tradition, martyrdom has never been about death. It has always been about choice. The choice to stand firm when it would be easier to step back. The choice to hold on to dignity when fear offers you comfort in return of silence. At the center of understanding stands Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji and my father. And I want to be very clear for Sikhs, he is not a distant historical figure. He is someone who his decisions still ask questions us today. Whenever I reflect on Guru Gobind Singh Ji, when strikes me the most is not his battles or his authority, but his clarity. He lived in a time when oppression was normal and compliance was rewarded. Yet, he taught the silence, that silence when truth is at stake is not neutrality, it is surrender. I often think how rare clarity is even today. We live in a world full of information but very little conviction. Guru Gobind Singh Ji did not confuse
Pushpinji, your connection seems to have frozen. You may have to repeat what you just said. Hello, can you hear me? Pushpinji, can you hear me? Oh, uh, yeah. So you had frozen, so you may have to just repeat the last sentence or two, if you don't.
I'm really sorry. I think there was
No,
a connectivity issue that happened.
no problem.
And um, I was just saying that whenever I reflect on Guru Gobind Singh Ji, what strikes me the most is his battle or his authority, but his clarity. He lived in a time when oppression was normal and compliance was rewarded. Yet he taught that silence, when truth is at stake, it is not neutrality, it is surrendering. He never separated spirituality from action, and that's something that personally stayed with me. For him, prayers was incomplete if it did not translate into responsibility. Faith was hollow if it did not produce courage. He once prayed not for safety, not for peace, but for strength. The strength to never step back from what is right. The creation of Khalsa in 1699 is often spoken about ceremonial terms, but I see it something far from radical. It was movement when dignity was non-negotiable, when caste, fear, and hierarchy were rejected, not in theory but in practice. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji asked for volunteers willing to give their heads, he wasn't demanding sacrifice. He was awakening something much deeper, moral sovereignty, and he later bowed before those very volunteer. He made a statement that still feels revolutionary, that no individual, no matter how revered, stands above shared moral truth. The idea has followed me into adulthood. I'm an advocate by profession, and I often find myself thinking about this when dealing with question of justice. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's life taught me something very simple but very demanding, that law without moral courage is incomplete, and that standing of what is right does not always require loud defiance, but it always requires inner firmness. Guru Guru Gobind Singh Ji's understanding of power was restrained, thoughtful, and deeply responsible. He never glorified violence, but he never allowed injustice to go unchallenged either. He thought that when all peaceful means fail, standing up becomes a duty, and not out of anger, but out of responsibility. But perhaps the most powerful lesson comes from the Guru Gobind Singh Ji's achieved, but from what he has endured to. He did not protect his own family from sacrifice. His sons were raised with the same clarity and conviction he expected the Sikh. There were no expectations, no privileges. The elder Sahibzada attained martyrdom on the battlefield, facing overwhelming odds with the courage. Their sacrifice reflects way resisting and injustice without hatred, a lesson world still struggles to see. When I was growing up, my grandmother always told me that whatever the grandmother of Sahibzada has done, she can never do that. She can never sacrifice me for the religion. So imagine the immense um, pressure and immense emotional trauma these people must be going through at that point of time. Whenever I pause on this movement, I don't think about brevity in dramatic terms. I think about stillness, about how much conviction it must take to say no calmly when power expects you to bend. They were bricked alive, and when they came out of the brick and their breath was still going on, the Mughals were asked to cut their head. And I mean, how how can someone be so insensitive about the small children who has given their lives just for us to sleep peacefully today? A lot of children today are celebrating Christmas Day and Santa Claus, but I feel that real Santas were these who has actually given their lives just for us to speak here boldly about them today. There is no need to dramatize these that sentences. It carries its own weight. Their sacrifice reminds me that courage is not measured by age, and that consciousness can remain unshaken even when everything around it demands surrender. Standing beside them was Mata Gujriji, my real grandmother, I would say. An elderly mother, a grandmother, imprisoned in harsh conditions, watching her grandsons choose death over dishonor. She did not protest, she did not collapse, she did not endure with dignity, and soon after she too attained martyrdom. Many say that once the children were buried in the wall, she died. But my faith was that the soul connection was so powerful between the Char Sahibzada and the Dadi that it just it is so beautiful to look at the connection that these people had. Guru Gobind Singh Ji lost what most of us would consider everything: his father, his children, his mother, yet history records no bitterness in him, no sense of defeat, only clarity. Before leaving this world, he made a decision that still feels astonishingly modern. He ended human guruship and vested authority in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, ensuring that Sikh would be guided not by personalities but by values, by wisdoms, by collective consciousness. For global audience today, this is a legacy matters deeply. We live in a world where power is often loud, but morality is quiet. Guru Gobind Singh Ji reminds us that real strength lies in the integrity, in choosing what is right even when it is inconvenient. Shahidi Saptah for me is not for looking backward, it is about accountability. It asks whether my faith shows up my choices in my work, in my silence, and in my courage. I'll end with something very personal. When I reflect on Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Mata Gujri Ji, and Char Sahibzade, I don't ask for comfort, I ask for clarity. I ask for courage, and I ask for strength to live in a way that does justice to their sacrifice. Thank you for listening and allowing me to share this reflection with you. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Thank you, Pashmeen Ji. Thank you so much for that insightful and illuminating reflection on the life of Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. The Some of the messages I think resonate with us even today, and they should. I think the clarity of vision is most important. Shatru Bodh is very important, even in the society that we, in the modern times. So thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. So with that, once again, Bhupinder Singh ji, thank you for being here. And as we noted earlier, you're suffering from a bout of flu, so we realize your voice is compromised somewhat. And but in any case, let's see how it goes. And I believe your wife is going to articulate what you're saying. ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ?
Taranjeet.
ਕਰਨਜੀਤ ਜੀ ਸਤਿ
Taranjeet
ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ
Kaur.
ਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ
Sat Shri Akal ji.
thank you thank you for doing the work around the issue so I think you're going to share your PowerPoint so please go ahead and do that.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह आई एम सॉरी मेरी आवाज नहीं निकल रही है so everybody will have to bear with that. That's why I got my wife to help me. So we are talking about Veer Bhal Divas. So you can see the picture of Char Sahibzade and we will talk about their lives.
December means lighting, gifts, shopping, celebration, parties, etc. December means, but in many homes, villages during these days, no parties, celebrations, people sleep on the floor, not in bed, no special meals. In memory of the sacrifices, month of Po, which is going on now.
Po is the month in our Indian calendar, Punjabi calendar. So
Anji.
this is the month that we are talking about.
Why no celebrations? In memory of supreme sufferings and sacrifice of Char Sahibzade. Events are known as Safarij Shahadat.
Suffrage Shahadat.
Safarij Shahadat, meaning journey to martyrdom. Anandpur Fort, the Mughal and Hill Rajas' armies laid siege on 3rd May 1704.
So from the month we can know it's a summertime.
Very long siege, 7.5 months. Water and food supplies cut off. Eventually, all supplies ran out entirely. The Sikhs, standing resiliently with Guru Sahib, were forced to endure unimaginable hunger, sustaining themselves on leaves, bark, and even the flesh of their own bodies. However, at repeated requests of the Sikhs, Guruji ultimately agreed to Mughal plus Pahari kings' plea to evacuate.
So this is the picture of the commanders on the Guru Gobind Singh side and the sieging army side.
Okay.
First left side, the Sikh side.
The Sikh side. Under Sikh side are Guru Gobind Singh, Supreme General and in charge of Anandgarh, Uday Singh in charge of Fatehgarh, Mohkam Singh in charge of Holgarh, Ajit Singh in charge of Kesgarh, Chujar Singh, Nahar Singh, and Sher Singh in charge of Logarh, Alam Singh Nachna in charge of Agampur, Daya Singh in charge of northern Anandpur.
On the Mughal side,
On the Mughal side are the Sikh side, Aurangzeb, Wazir Khan, Zabardast Khan, Dilwar Khan, Ajmer Chand,
Dilawar Khan,
Ajmer Chand, Kesri Chand, Bhim Chand, Bhub Chand. Ajmer Chand, alongside the Khasis, offered an oath to save passage if the Guru evacuated Anandpur. Size of armies. Despite being vastly outnumbered with approximately 10,000 Sikhs, facing an estimate 1 million. Imagine there's a big difference. 1 million soldiers of the Mughal Imperial Army and the Hill Rajas. Sikhs displayed extraordinary courage and resilience. Relying on guerrilla techniques and night attacks kept the attackers at bay for over 7 months. The invading forces on attack.
You can see they're attacking the Anandgarh fort.
That's they are trying to attack the Anandgarh fort. Anandpur fort. Front face. Guruji evacuated on 20th December 1704. First to leave, Mata Gujri with Chote Sahibzades gets separated from main party on 21st December 1704 during evacuation.
I'd like to add here, the Sahibzades were essentially led by their grandmother, Mata Gujri ji, because their mother was not alive at that time. So they were raised by their grandmother.
Gurdwara Parivar Bichhoda in memory of Mataji and Chote Sahibzade.
This is where they got separated from everybody else.
And it's in Pakistan now?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay, sorry, Anandpur Sahib. Okay. Guru Gobind Singh Ji crossing Sarsa River after evacuating Anandpur Fort 21st December 1704. Bhai Uday Singh with 56 held back the army of thousands for hours, thus provided valuable time to Guruji and others to escape and cross River Sirsa. All the 50 were martyred. After crossing River Sirsa, Bhai Jeevan Singh and 106 were asked by Guruji to stop the following army. They fought for 4 hours and all of them laid down their lives. Bhai Uday Singh with head of Kesri Chand. Here, by the touch of the hoof of Guru's horse, the red-hot brick kiln cooled down. 21st December 1704 night. It is only at a distance of 5 kilometers from Ropar on the left bank of the river Satluj.
This is a place where people asked Guruji to go and take shelter. It was a brick kiln. Punjabi ਚ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਇੱਟਾਂ ਦਾ ਪੱਠਾ.
And it was very hot earlier.
Yeah.
Guruji spent the night at Chamkar and fighting took place on 22nd December 1704. Guruji directing his arrows from the top of the Haveli.
Guru Sahib the ਵੱਡੇ ਲੜਕਾ Sahibzada Ajit Singh asked permission from Guruji to go and fight.
If he can go.
Yeah. So Guruji dressed him, got him ready to go and fight. It is how his father feels when he asks his son to go and fight when the outcome is known to the father.
Sahibzada Ajit Singh, fighting at Chamkar, laid down his life. 22nd December 1704. Sahibzada Jujar Singh also followed his older brother and died fighting. 22nd December 1704. Ages of two older sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Sahibzada Jeet Singh was 18 years. His date of birth, February 1687. Sahibzada Jujar Singh, 14 years, and his date of birth is February, September.
Yeah, it's September.
It's September 1691.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, my mistake.
No problem. No problem. Hmm.
I think I lost my track.
21 नंबर पे सीगे 21 नंबर पे
21. Okay.
21 yeah
Yeah.
Go to 21.
thank you
Oh.
Anji. Chamkaur.
This is where you were.
yeah there
This
21
is
Heavy.
Gurdwara
Heavy.
Chamkaur Sahib.
Chamkaur Sahib, Memorial Sahibzada Jeet Singh and Jujar Singh. And we visited this place.
Yeah.
Hanji.
Sorry.
No problem.
Before leaving Chamkaur Gadi, Guru Sahib dressed by Sangat Singh because he resembled Guruji very much. They wanted to give impression that Guruji was still there.
By Sangat Singh being dressed by Guruji before evacuating Chamkaur. Pai Sangat Singh attained martyrdom fighting 23rd December 1704 at Chamkaur Sahib. Words reflect the spirit of the Sikhs. जब आपकी औद निदान बने अथीरन में तब जूझ मरो.
And this was the Shabad that we heard
yeah
from Suchita ji today.
Ji.
Hanji.
And should I tell the meaning?
Yeah.
Yeah. This Shabad means, when my lifespan comes near end, then I may lay down my life fighting fiercely in the war. Words reflect the spirit of the Sikhs. 2. Shastran so athiran Peter, chuj maro to sach patije. That means, my only desire is to plunge in the battlefield fully armed and to lay down my life fighting, and that will please true God because of its cause. Guru Gobind Singh Ji in Machiwara jungle, 23rd December 1704 night.
So after leaving Chamkaur Sahib, Guruji was asked to put cover on the bodies of Sahibjadas. But Guruji said, if I cannot cover everybody else who died there, then I'm going to leave them also.
I will not cover only my sons.
Yeah. So he came and he spent the night here.
He was very fair. These words of Guru Gobind Singh Ji tell us about his state of mind. Mitra pyare nu haal muridan da kehna, tud bin rog rajaiyan da odan naag nivasan de rehna. We heard this Shabad today.
Yeah. Achinji.
Yeah, it was sung beautifully. This means, convey to our dear friend God the news of his disciples. Without you, the warmth of comforters, quilts, is like a disease. Living in palace is like living amongst snakes. Mata Gujar Kaur and Chote Sahibzade heading towards Ropar. They met Gangu, who was their cook, on 22nd December 1704. 23rd December 1704.
Gangu gave them protection in his house, but at night he came to steal the valuables that Mataji had.
Gangu entered the room to steal valuables from Mataji in village Kheri, then reported to Nawab of Sarhand
that he has Guruji's mother and two sons.
Younger sons. Mata Gujri Ji with the Chote Sahibzade in Thanda Burj.
This is where they were put there, and Thanda, we can know from the term, they were really chilly there. There's no protection against the natural elements.
Icy cold.
And they didn't have any warm clothes.
Moti Ram Mehra risked his own and his family's life by offering warm milk to Sahibzade and Mataji. Gurdwara Thanda Burj, where Mataji and Chote Sahibzade spent night of 26 December 1704. Sahibzadas Joravar Singh and Fateh Singh bricked alive, 27 December 1704.
So when they came to meet Wazir Khan, the gate was, the door was closed, so they had to walk through the little door, so that they put their head down to enter. But they put their foot first to enter, and when they entered, they said, Pale Sonehal, they were not being cowed down by the threats or the psychological pressure.
Mm.
Fatehgarh Sahib Memorial to Sahibzadas Joravar Singh and Fateh Singh bricked alive. Ages of two younger sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Sahibzada Zorawar Singh, 8 years, and his date of birth is November 1696. Sahibzada Fateh Singh, who is 6 years old, and his date of birth is February 1699. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji becomes an inspiration for four Sahibzadas, his grandsons.
So you can imagine who was telling them stories of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's sacrifice, and that is their Dadi, Mata Gujri Ji, Mata Gujar Kaur.
And Guruji's wife, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's wife, right?
Yeah.
Gurdwara Ganj, Delhi, where Guru Tegh Bahadur was beheaded. This is an old picture. Gurdwara Ganj, Delhi, where Guru Tegh Bahadur was beheaded. This is a new picture. This is a very recent one. Yeah. In the meantime, Pai Daya Singh, Pai Taram Singh, and Pai Man Singh found Guruji sleeping in Machiwada. After a 2-day stay, they were forced to move on. Here, two Pathans, Nabi and Ghani Khan, helped Guruji.
This is the route and the total journey of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, starting from Anandpur Sahib through Talwandi Sahib, total distance of 577 kilometers. So this is all the places that Guruji touched. Today it's called Guru Gobind Singh Marg.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji spent night of 27 December 1704 under Reru tree.
So this is the Gurdwara where Guruji spent the night. This is the day when Chote Sahibzade were bricked alive.
29 December 1704, 46 who had deserted Guru Gobind Singh Ji in Anandpur Sahib after signing Bidawa were chided and challenged by Mai Pag Kaur, and these 40 led by Mahan Singh decided to redeem themselves. Guruji with 3 Sikhs was close to Lake Kidrana. Here 40 formed a corridor and saved Guruji from chasing Mughal armies. All 40 gave their lives. They are known as 40 Mukte, Chali Mukte, and the place is known as Muktsar. Guru Amar Das Ji on the significance of history. Babaniya Kahaniya Put Saput Karen. Je Sadgur Pave so man lan sei kam karen. Meaning, the stories of one's ancestors makes the children good children. They accept what is pleasing to the will of the true Guru and then act accordingly.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a very deeply moving and thoughtful reflection on the life of course, Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji, but the sacrifices of, two young children. You said 8 and 6.
Yeah.
Imagine imagine the steadfastness and courage it takes for children to do, at that age what they ended up doing, and of course, giving up their life in the process, standing in front of tyranny, purely to protect their faith. This is very, very inspiring. Thank you, both of you. In spite of your voice, Vinderji, I think it worked out well, and thanks to your better half, wonderful job.
Let me
And
stop sharing.
yeah, you can stop sharing if you like. So once again, thank you all of you for making this event what it came out. It's our humble Sat Sri Akal Pranam to the sacrifices of all the Sikh gurus, but especially Dasham Guru and his family. Um, I think we have come to the near the end of the event. We have a lot of people to thank for making it a success. So I will turn it over to Amitabh ji to do a vote of thanks for everyone.
ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ. It was very emotional to hear this, and I think it's apt time VHPA taken this duty to do this, repeat this every year. I'm very thankful to Pashmeen Kaur ji for telling, uh, understanding the life and the vision of Guru Gobind Singh ji. Bhupinder Singh ji put the entire story in front of us. Very emotional. Thank you so much. ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰਿਹਾ. Sorry about that.
Kiran Kaur ji, hein?
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਕਿਰਨ ਕੌਰ ਜੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ. Thank you so much. ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਵੀ, somebody asked in the group, I'm sorry, I'm reverting to Punjabi. Somebody asked, how come we don't teach this? And we have to build schools. Thank you so much for this very beautiful teaching lesson today. To everybody in the group is very emotional. And the two Shabd, Mitra Pyarenu, in Guruji praying in Machiwara, in his both Shabd are very, very heart touching. So thank you so much, Suchita ji and Achitna ji. Thank you so much. Beautiful rendition of those songs. And all the organizations that helped today. Thank you to Jai ji for putting this together. And we hope we will continue this. We will spread the word. If it's not taught in the classroom, we'll make sure it gets to the next generation and generation next. Thank you all who are in the attendance today. Thank you so much for attending. Jo bole, so nihal.
Sat Sri Akal.